Jane? Okay. All right.
One time.
10 years ago. All right, if you remember, I think that, I don't know if there's a picture or something.
It was a tape one every year. Maybe we can line up.
She has those pictures I gave.
I
you.
have some, I'm gonna look and see if I recognize anybody that forgot they were here.
But only 10 years ago.
Exactly. Like, I don't remember what I did last week, let alone 10 years ago. All right, so you guys are all sitting down. I will sit down. Okay. So, we didn't get any special requests. There we go. I can move up to,
No, we've already moved.
okay. All right, we don't want to block too many people. All right, so let's start with moving, and then we'll breathe, and then we'll move and breathe, and that'll be class. All right, so let's start with some cat and cows. So if it's comfortable to sit cross-legged, hands under the front of the knees. If it's not, you can have your legs out straight, hands under the thighs. And the movement is a back bend and a forward fold. So this is your forward fold, exhale cat. And then your inhale, rounding up, looking up, that's your back bend. So back and forth between the two, moving with the breath. Tuck the chin and the tailbone on the cat. Rounding up, reverse the curve on the cow. And back and forth. Getting that spine to wake up a little bit. Excellent. And then back to neutral. And just take a moment, let that settle. And then we're going to do our 2 lateral movements. So we're going to bring one hand down to the floor. Inhale, bring this other arm up. Exhale, bring it back. Other side, inhale. And exhale. And one side might be tighter than the other. Excellent. Let's do one more time each side. I think that was one time. Got distracted by what was coming next. All right, so we're going to inhale, sit up nice and tall, and then we're going to do our twist. First side with the exhale. Inhale back to center. Exhale, second side. Inhale, center. Exhale, second side, or first side. Inhale, center. Exhale, center. Excellent. And then let's do one more time each side. All right, and for fun, we're going to go back and do all 3 of those again, and we're going to just do breathing. So we'll start with the cat. So we're going to exhale cat and take one breath here, one full breath. And then we're going to go into our cow. One full breath here. And then we'll go to our first side lateral inhale. We're going to do 2 breaths here into that rib cage that you've opened up so nicely. And then bring that side back. Do the other side, 2 breaths into the rib cage. And then when you're done, bring that arm back. And then we're going to do the twist. 3 breaths on each side into the back rib cage. So if you had your hand on your back, keep hitting it, you hear the hollow sound. So 3 breaths into that back body. Back to center when you're ready. And then to the other side, 3 breaths on that side. Into that other back rib cage. And then when you're done, come back to center. If you've had your legs crossed, bring them straight out. And then if you want, if it's comfortable, you can pound your legs into the mat, wake them up a little bit. And then we're going to do some forward folds. So yoga technique, I'm not going to call it a trick, but if you walk your hips back, you're going to find possibly that you can come a little bit more forward in your forward fold. So if we're seated in this pose and we're kind of leaning back with that pelvic tilt, we're going to get very slow or very short. So if you're sitting up tall and then you walk the hips back, you've tilted the pelvis forward a little bit more and you're going to get more length in that fold. All right, so let's use gravity. Arms come up on the inhale, exhale, fold forward. Nice little bend in the knees. Tap down, inhale, come back up. Exhale, fold forward. Tap down, inhale, bring it back up. Exhale, fold forward. Tap down, we're gonna do it one more time. Inhale, come back up. And then exhale, we're gonna fold forward. Wherever your hands get, you can grab your legs. If you pull on the legs, we're gonna straighten out the spine. And then exhale, going down as far as is comfortable. Take 1 or 2 breaths here. And then when you're ready to come out, extend the arms over the legs, push the legs into the earth. Inhale, we're pushing against gravity. Exhale and release. Excellent. All right, let's come up to, we'll do just a little on hands and knees and then come up to standing. So if you have any knee issues, you want to grab your blanket under your knees. And if you have any wrist issues, if you walk your hands further out, you can do that, or fold your mat under, gives your wrists a little bit more space. And we're going to just do a simple cat and cow here. Exhale, bring the shoulders up towards the shoulder blades up towards the ceiling. Tuck the chin and the tailbone. On the inhale, rounding opposite direction, looking towards the horizon. That's our cow. Exhale, cat. Back and forth a few times. Excellent. Back to neutral. And then we'll do gate pose and then we'll come up to standing. So we'll start with our low gate pose. Send that right foot out to the side. And we're going to inhale this right arm up towards the ceiling. Exhale, bring it back down. And again, inhale, bring it up. Exhale down. And one more time, inhale. And exhale. Beautiful. All right, tuck that knee under. Left foot comes out to the side. Inhale, bring that left arm up. Exhale down. And again, inhale up. Exhale, bring it down. And one more time, inhale up. And exhale down. Excellent. All right, we're going to do high kneel. And bring that left foot out again. Hand on that hip or down that leg. Inhale, right arm comes up. Exhale, right hand towards that left foot. Inhale, bring it up. Exhale over. Inhale, back up. One last time, over. Inhale, vertical. Exhale, release. All right, tuck that left knee under. You can come down and then switch. Right foot comes out, right hand on that hip or down that leg. Inhale that left arm up. Exhale, left hand towards that right foot. Inhale, vertical. Exhale, over. Inhale, up. And one last time, exhale, over. Inhale, bring it up. All right, from here, if you want, bring that foot in front and then come up from here, hands on that foot, and then push up, or come down and then come up. But I think it's a good to practice getting up from different ways. Not that we're gonna fall over, but it does happen. All right, we're gonna move this out of the way and do some standing poses. All right, to start, I wanna come into that mountain pose. So you can start with toes touching, hip width, wider, depending on what your balance is doing today. And the first time we do this, we're gonna look at the collarbones and the shoulder blades. So the collarbones come away from each other. So we're opening up this thoracic rib cage. So we have more room to bring more oxygen in to do that CO2 exchange. And then the other place to look is the shoulder blades come together and then in towards the heart. That might be one too many thoughts and places to look at. So let's just concentrate on that little area. We're gonna breathe. Excellent. All right. Let's do some more moving and then we'll breathe and there you go. All right, so let's start with, we'll do warrior one first and then we'll do some moving balance. So we're gonna turn one foot out to the side and step that first foot forward. And as you know, I like to move the knee first before we add the arms and the breathing. So if you can, maybe lift up the toes, spread them out, and then set them back down. And just for fun, maybe, it might be hard with socks on, but big toe goes down, pinky toe goes down, back and forth. Getting into that mobility in the foot helps with balance. All right, and then we're gonna take the knee and we're aiming for that second and third toe. So if you wanna look while you go, that's fine. Inhale, straighten it back up. Exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten. So this is good practice for shifting where our center of gravity is, because it's up here and we're moving down here. Just something to notice maybe. Excellent. All right, we're going to switch legs, push off, step back. Turn that foot out, step that second foot forward. And lift up the toes. Spread them out. Big toe down, pinky toe down. Sometimes I can do more than that, but not today. Excellent. All right, again, we're aiming for that second and third toe. Inhale, straight leg, exhale, bend. Excellent. And then we're going to push up and step back. All right, so now we want to add the arms. And let's see, we'll step that first foot forward. Let's do our 3 rounds of the 3 hands to heart, cactus arms, arms straight up. All right, you guys ready? All right, you ready? Here we go. So we're going to inhale, bend that front knee, hands to heart. Exhale back. Inhale, cactus arms. Exhale back. Inhale, arms come straight up. Exhale back. And you can stick with any of those if you prefer one over the other, or you just detest one of them. That's totally cool. I don't know. All right, one last round, hands to heart. And cactus arms. Excellent. And last one. Very nice. All right, we're going to push off, step back, or step forward. All right, let's do the other side. That foot comes forward, that back foot's out at an angle. 3 rounds on the side. Here we go. Hands to heart. Exhale back. Inhale, cactus arms. Exhale back. Inhale, arms straight up. Exhale back. Second time, hands to heart. Cactus arms. And arms straight up. Excellent. And one last time, hands to heart. And cactus arms. Excellent. Last one, arms straight up. Wonderful. Push off. Step back. All right, so let's do some moving balance. If you have a chair and you want to use that, you're welcome to do that. And probably no, maybe not. Many options here. You can do just the feet coming up on the toes, or just the arms, or put them both together. You can hold on to a chair or a wall if that's one step too many. Oh, if I stand here and then everybody can see me. Right, here we go. So I'm just going to do standard. Feet are a little wider than normal. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, down. Excellent. Nice. And let's do 2 more. And last one. Nice. All right. Our second moving balance is Karate Kid or Flying Crane, depending on what you prefer. And today, let's do opposites, kind of working on that crossing the brain line. So that looks like arms out to the side. We're going to lift one knee up, touch it with the opposite hand. That comes down, and then do the other side. So if you want a chair, you can do that. You can do one side. If you like this better, that's fine too. Whichever way you like, that you're not going to fall over. How about that? And I'm going to challenge you to go slower because it's harder. It's super easy to just, but what's the benefit, right? Well, it's fun to watch, but see if you can go a little slower. And again, we're some of us are more asymmetrical than others, but we're not entirely one way or the other. So one side might be easier than the other. If you sit and cross one leg over the other all the time, you're going to have a shorter hip flexor on one side than the other. If you stand all day versus sitting all day, that's going to affect that too. All right, and one more time each side. Excellent. All right, let's come back to that mountain pose. And we're going to look at this pelvic tilt. So one of the things I've been doing recently is when we're on our back, we do pelvic tilt, Apanasana, and then palm tree arms. And so the pelvic tilt might be hard to get while we're laying down on the floor. So I just want to go over it while we're standing. And it's kind of, when we're doing that cat and cow, we're doing that pelvic tilt because we're doing the cat and then the cow. So just standing here, soften the knees, tilt the pelvis back. So it's kind of like the belly's going to fall forward a little bit and then tilt it up. And then it's kind of like, it shouldn't be painful, but I'm exaggerating a little bit. So you might feel a little bit kind of in this spot when you're doing that. You might not, but that's okay. It might be where I'm tight. All right, so we've got that, the tilt. See if we can come into neutral. So we're not tilting back, we're not tilting forward, just right at that neutral. And then we're gonna take a few breaths in our mountain pose. If you have your balance today and you want to try this with your eyes closed, I think it's a good way to try it. If not, keep your eyes open, finding a spot on the floor or straight ahead. And breathe. See if maybe you can push the big toe and the pinky toe into the earth while you're here. You don't have to lift them up or anything, just press them in, getting that where things are in the body, interoception. And then when we're doing other stuff where our body is in space is proprioception. Let's take 2 more breaths. And then before we do, okay, so you can release your mountain pose, but before we do our next pose, we're gonna do a little checking in with the diaphragm. So the diaphragm works like this. When it goes down, it works like a vacuum and it pulls the air in. So you feel like, oh, I'm doing the work. It's kind of like the diaphragm does the work for you. So if you find your last rib, your diaphragm's connected to that last rib and then goes around to the back. And one of our asymmetrical things, we have 2 lung lobes on the left side and 3 on the right because the heart's kind of over to the left a little bit. So this left diaphragm goes lower than the right. So we're going to, first couple of breaths, just hands on the ribs. We're going to inhale. The hands should go kind of out a little bit, and then exhale, they come back in. So if you're a belly breather, you may not feel that as much, or if you're a chest breather, you may not feel that as much. So that's what we're trying to do, is get all 3 working. So belly, ribs, upper chest. But right now we're just working on the ribs. Excellent. And then we're going to release the hands. And we're going to use our super powerful yoga imagination and breathing into that left diaphragm. So if you want to put your hand there, that's fine. You just want to bring it into a visual with your mind. On the inhale, that left side goes down. On the exhale, you can pull the belly button in, and then the whole structure goes up. We're not moving the shoulders or the ribs. Inhale into that left side. Exhale, back up. One more breath here. Beautiful. I know that's a lot of work because my mouth is dry. So I know it's working. All right, let's do our warrior 2. So we're gonna step 1 foot forward. That back foot's closer to 90 degrees. And bend that front knee over that front ankle. And then hands at the heart, arms out to the side. So our torso is facing the same direction as that back foot. Extend out through the fingers, gazes over those front fingers. Soften the shoulders. And push the feet away from each other. It's going to activate some leg muscles. And then we're going to do our side angle pose and our peaceful warrior. So we'll go forward first. Our exhale, we're going to bring that forearm to that front thigh, or if you go down lower, that's totally fine. We just want to keep that upper chest open. So we have a lateral and a twist. That's why we do that stuff at the beginning of class. So we've got this open torso. On your next inhale, we're going to come up around to peaceful warrior. You can look towards the horizon or up at that thumb, whatever your balance is up for today. And then let's go forward again. Exhale, side angle pose. This upper arm, should have said this first time, can be up towards the ceiling, that hand on that hip, or bicep over the ear, whatever that shoulder will tolerate. And then we're going to inhale, windmill around to peaceful warrior. Excellent. And one more time through exhale, side angle pose. And inhale, peaceful warrior. Excellent. We'll come back to warrior 2. Take a full breath here. And then we'll drop the arms and step the feet back together. Excellent. Check out the feet, check out the legs. Check out the arms, they got tired. All right, let's go to the other side. All right, front knee over that front ankle. Hands at the heart, arms open up to the side, gaze over those front fingers again. Let's take a couple breaths here. Extend out through the fingers, soften the shoulders. Feel the strength in the back calf. Front thigh. All right, ready? Here we go. So we're going to go forward first. Exhale, side angle pose. That upper arm can be on the hip towards the ceiling or over the ear over the bicep. Or sorry, set that backwards. Bicep over the ear. And then we're going to inhale around to peaceful warrior. Gaze can be up towards that thumb or at the horizon, or you can even look at the floor if that's where you want to look. Next time through, exhale, side angle pose. Excellent, and then inhale, peaceful warrior. Beautiful, one more time through, exhale, side angle pose. And inhale, peaceful warrior. Excellent, back to warrior 2. Nice. We'll drop the arms and step the feet back together. Shake out the feet, shake out the legs and the arms. All right, so I'm gonna do high lunge next, and then we'll do tree pose. All right, so for our high lunge, you can step forward or you can step back. I like to do lifting the leg and stepping back. If that feels uncomfortable or nerve-wracking, you can step forward. It's fine, either way. All right, so let's go get into our foot position. If you can stay up on the back toes, that's fabulous. If you can't, that's fine. Just bring the heel down. So we want to stay here for a little bit for bone strength. Let's see, what do we want to do with the arms? Let's go cactus arms. If you like the arms straight up, that's totally fine. So we want to breathe, and we want to check in with those muscles that we're activating. So the back calf and the front top of the thigh. So 1 or 2 of the quads. And this is a little bit of a back bend. So feel the chest opening up. Maybe check in with the hip points. And we'll do one more breath. And then on your next exhale, you can bring the arms down and step the foot forward. Nice. All right. Shake it out. And we're going to do the other side. So this side might be easier, might be harder. And you can lift that leg up and step it back or step forward. And again, if your heel is up, fabulous. If not, heel down. It's totally fine. Work is in that back leg. You can do cactus arms again, or if you prefer something else, that's totally fine. So we want to breathe. We're going to check in with those 2 spots again, that back calf and that front upper thigh. Maybe check in with the toes of that front foot, see what they're doing. They're curled under, maybe relax the foot. Oh, that feels about even. And then when you're ready to come out, exhale and step it back together. Excellent. All right, check it out. At least the legs, arms, whatever's got stiff. All right. Next up, I promised a tree pose. So if you want a chair to do your tree pose, you're welcome to do that. Maybe you can get your foot up higher if you want, but only do it if you want to. It's not required, and you're getting the same benefits if your foot is down lower. So we're going to take one foot, spread out the toes, feel that foot connected to the earth, and then we're going to go heel above the ankle of that second foot. And you can stay right here, working on the balance. So instead of popping that hip out, we want that nice and strong and tight, more of a straight hip on that straight leg. Start with the hands at the heart, and then we're going to grow our branches. So if you have your balance, you want to bring your foot up higher, you're welcome to do that, but you can keep it down on the floor. That's totally fine. You can move the arms if you want, or you can clasp the hands, index finger pointed up. It's kind of like a power pose, and it might help you keep steady if you've got that extension. Or, like I said, you can move the arms. And I always forget to say it first, but you got to breathe. And if you come out, know that you can always come back in. All right, one more breath here. And then coming out nice and gracefully. Excellent. All right, shake it out. And then let's do the other side. You might find this side is easier or harder than the other. Just something to notice. Not judging. All right. Nice strong hip. Activate those muscles around that hip joint. Other leg out to the side. heel above the ankle or up higher. Start with the hands at the heart. And then we're going to grow our branches. And again, whatever works for you today may be different than it was last week, may be different than it is next week. If you have your balance you want, you can bring your foot up higher. You can move the arms or keep them steady. If you fall out, know that you can come back in. And then one more breath here. Excellent. And breathe. Excellent. All right, check it out. All right, I think we're going to do some wide-legged forward folds and twists and turns. So I'm going to flip my mat sideways. You can just go sideways on your mat if you want. You can also keep it not as wide if you just want to stay with the skinny part of the mat. That's always an option. All right, so let's start with fabulous pinwheels. So bring the hands to the heart and then arms open out to the side. Start with an inhale. We're going to extend through the spine, and then on the exhale, one hand to the opposite leg, wherever it reaches, knee, ankle, shin. You could even reach the floor. Inhale back up, and then exhale other side. Inhale center, and then exhale other side, going nice and slow again. I know it's easier to go faster. Excellent. All right, we're going to do one more time each side or finish up evenly. Excellent. And if you want to take a break and bring your feet in again and then bring them out, you're welcome to do that. And then let's do, we'll do our rainbow pose. All right, so sorry I don't have blocks out. If you want to, you can always use a chair. If you don't want to go down as far, you can do that, or just your arm hangs out in space. You can also bring your feet out wider. It'll bring you closer to the floor. Yoga techniques and tricks, right? Okay, so we're gonna inhale, lift the spine, exhale, hinge at the hips, at that hip joint. Arms come down in front. If you can reach the floor, fabulous. If not, your chair, or if you are smart enough to have a block. All right, so we're going to inhale, first side up towards the ceiling. One arm goes up. And then exhale, bring it back down. Second side, inhale, arm comes up. Exhale down. Inhale back to that first side. Exhale down. Inhale, second side. Exhale down. And one more time, each side. Inhale. And exhale down. Last time, last side. Inhale. And exhale. Beautiful. We're going to bend the knees. Hands come to the hips. Inhale, push the feet in. And coming back. So let's take a break on the feet. Bring them back in, shake them out. And then we're going to do half sun salutation. And then we will make our way down to the floor. All right, so half sun salutation, a bazillion options. Since I'm doing wide-legged, I'm going to go wide-legged. You don't have to. You can go normal legs. Two options for the arms. If you have back issues, do the arms out to the side, coming up and down. I'm gonna go arms straight out. So that's a little bit more work on the core muscles and the legs. All right, you guys ready? So here we go. So I'm gonna inhale, arms up. Exhale, hinge at the hip joint, forward fold. Hands come to the front of the thighs, inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. And bend the knees a little bit. Arms to the ears, push in with the feet, inhale, coming back up. And then exhale, arms down by your side. Excellent. Again, we'll do 2 more. Inhale up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Bend the knees, arms to the ears, push into the feet. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, down. Thanks. One more time. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Bend the knees, arms to the ears, push in with the feet. Inhale. And exhale. Excellent. All right, heel toe the feet back together. And shake out the legs, and shake out the arms. And let's come down to seated. If you want to do a squat before you come down, you're welcome to do that. If you're working on getting your heels down onto the floor in your squat, you can start with a blanket. Oh, you guys already sat down. All right. For our TV viewers then. All right. And then coming down gracefully. All right, so we're going to do our open and close twist. So the first one is, we'll do the closed twist first. I'm going to bend my right knee, right foot comes into the mat. Left leg and left arm are extended. Toes point up towards the ceiling. We're going to inhale, lift. Feel that extension in the spine. On the exhale, on the outside or around in front. Right hand comes behind the spine and switch arms. This arm, there you go. Pushing that right hand into the earth. Inhale, lift the spine. Exhale, turn and look towards that back wall. So each time you inhale, lift the spine. Exhale, pull the belly button in. Check in with that extended leg. And one more full breath here. And then we're going to unwind. Extend that left arm over that left leg again. Gaze follows the thumb. You can hold on to that right leg with that right hand, kind of opposing forces. And we're going to inhale that left arm towards that back wall. Inhale, feel the extension. Exhale, pull that belly button in. And then when you're ready, unwind back to center. Release that side. We'll switch legs. Right leg, right arm are extended. We're going to inhale, lift that right arm up. On the exhale, it can come behind or in front of that left knee. Left hand comes behind the spine. Push in, inhale, extend. Exhale, turn and look towards that back wall. So that's our closed twist. Each time you inhale, lift the spine. Exhale, belly button comes back in. Excellent. And then we're going to unwind. Extend that right arm over that right leg again. Gaze follows that thumb. We're going to inhale. Open that arm towards that back wall. Inhale, feel the extension. Exhale, belly button comes in. Excellent. Excellent. And unwind. Nice. All right, so let's, we're gonna come down onto the back. So we're gonna bring the feet up to the top of the mat. Hands on the knees, and then we're gonna roll down onto the flat of the back. And bring the knees in and bring the forehead to the knees. Nice tight little ball. And then relax the head back down to the floor. And then we're gonna bring the feet down to the mat. And we did that pelvic tuck and tilt to standing. So now we're gonna do it on the back. So maybe adjust anything first, shoulder blades, etc. Straighten out the spine a little bit. And then we're gonna tuck and tilt. If you push the feet in, you're gonna feel that lower back flatten out. So that tailbone pops up. And then we're gonna release that, come back to neutral, and then keep going. So the tailbone comes down towards the floor. And then just back and forth with that. So that's gonna help open up the sacrum and the lowest part of the spine. And then our next movement here, we're gonna bring the knees into the chest. For Apanasana, we're gonna exhale knees in, inhale knees out. So now we're getting into that mid back. Excellent. And then let's bring the feet back down to the mat, and then your choice. You can leave the knees bent, feet on the mat, or you can extend both legs all the way straight out. And we're gonna do those palm tree arms. So we're gonna start with the arms down by our side. Inhale, arms up overhead. And exhale, arms back down by your sides. So if this is uncomfortable in the shoulders, you can do cactus arms or snow angel arms. You just flip the palms up towards the ceiling, and then the hands slide up the floor towards the crown of the head. So we've got options. So now we're moving and relaxing that upper spine and teasing into the neck a little bit. Excellent. All right, from here, we're gonna release the arms back down by your sides. Bend the knees, if they're not already. Feet come back into the mat. And let's do some bridge pose work here. So the first round is just lifting the hips. You've got at least two options. Arms down by your side, or like robot arms, bending at the elbows, fingers point up towards the ceiling. We're gonna inhale, push the feet in, lift the hips up. On the exhale, releasing the hips back down towards the floor, coming down nice and slow. Feel that massage on the spine. And again, inhale, lift. Hips come up towards the ceiling. Exhale, back down. Excellent. And one more time like this. Inhale, push the feet in, lift the hips up. And exhale, release back down. Excellent. In the second round, we'll do, we might do 4 here. We're gonna do 4. Okay, so arms come down by your side. We're gonna inhale, hips up and arms up overhead to the floor above you. And then exhale, arms down, hips down. Nice and slow. And again, inhale, arms up, hips up. Exhale, arms down, hips down. Very nice. And one last time, inhale, arms up, hips up. And exhale, arms down, hips down. All right, third round, we're gonna add a breath. This is my favorite shoulder opener, maybe of all time. Anyway, inhale, arms up, hips up. And then we're going to exhale and release just the hips. Nice and slow. Feel that upper back opening up. And then take another inhale. Exhale, arms down by your sides. Nice. And again, push in with the feet. Inhale, arms up, hips up. Exhale, release just the hips. Nice and slow. Take another inhale. Exhale, arms down by your sides. Let's do that one more time. Push in with the feet. Inhale, arms up, hips up. Exhale, release just the hips. Take another inhale. Exhale, arms down by your sides. All right, we're gonna do one more round, which is only one on each side. So we're going to inhale, arms up and hips up. And then on this first one, we're gonna lift one foot up towards the ceiling. If you want, otherwise you can keep both feet down. And then whenever you're ready, we're gonna release that foot back down. And then exhale, bring arms and hips down. Excellent. All right, let's do the other side. Inhale, arms up, hips up. And then we're gonna extend the second foot up towards the ceiling. Power pose. And then when you're ready, bring that foot back down. And then on your next exhale, arms and hips come down. Let's do one more, just regular inhale, arms up, hips up. And exhale, arms down, hips down. Excellent. All right, let's bring both knees back into the chest. We need a counter pose for that. Exhale, knees in. Inhale, knees out. So we're going to do this. You can count on your own 9 times. Let the knees come in. Well, actually, could make it 12, but we'll let you get away with 9 today. And after you finish your last one, feet come back down to the mat. And your choice, you can extend the legs or keep them bent. And let's finish off with our palm tree pose arms here. Zip the legs together, toes point up towards the ceiling. Inhale, arms up overhead. And exhale, arms back down by your sides. Inhale. And exhale. And let's finish off 2 more. And after you finish your last one, we're going to release the legs away from each other. Feet can relax. Arms come away from the body. Palms up or palms down. And getting any last little wiggles out. Whatever feels comfortable for you. Tucking the shoulder blades under. If your chair is handy, you want to bring your feet up on the chair, you're welcome to do that. You can bend the knees, feet in the mat. And then bring the feet out wide and drop the knees together. That feels nice sometimes. Whatever else to get comfortable for your relaxation pose. I'm going to sit up so you can hear me better. And let's do a full body relaxation, walking up the body. Relaxing each part as we go. Starting with the feet. Relax the toes. Relax the tops of the feet, the soles of the feet, and the heels. Release the calves and shins. Release the knees and the space behind the knees. Relax the tops of the thighs and the backs of the thighs. Let the pelvis be heavy and sink into the earth. Relax the abdomen. Release the rib cage and let go of breath. Let the shoulders be heavy and sink into the earth. Relax the upper arms, elbows, and lower arms. Release the wrists. Relax the hands, fingers, and palms. Relax the throat and the back of the neck. Release the jaw. Smooth the forehead and face. Let any last thoughts seep out the top of the crown of the head. Let the earth's gravity hold you. Let the air around you breathe you. And take the next few moments and just be. Gently coming back into awareness. Wiggle your toes. Wiggle your fingers. If you'd like, you can roll your head side to side. When you're ready, and with an inhale, rolling over onto your right or left side. When you're ready, and again with an inhale, pushing up to a comfortable seated position. And to bring breath back into the body and find us safely on our way, let's finish with lotus breath. Haven't done that in a very long time in this class. Pinky and thumb together, fingers open like the flower. When we inhale, fingers open, and when we exhale, fingers closed. We're gonna do it 4 times. Ready, here we go. Inhale, open. Exhale, closed. Again, inhale, open. Exhale, closed. Inhale, open. Exhale, closed. And one more fabulous time. Inhale, open. And exhale, closed. Hands together at the heart, and namaste.
Namaste.
Thank you, Coach.
Thanks, gang. All right, parties next week. Woo!
Okay.